here's what I have to say. I don't play for one party or the other. I would never say I don't or I hate a man. Ew, I don't like the word hate. I would never say I don't like a man, or I would never say I only prefer one gender. No. I think I'm very much of an inclusive person. I like a lot of different kinds of people, and so I would never pick like a gender and be like, that's it, I play for one part. No, that's not the case. I have also not been a big fan of neither my man nor we hate men. Like, stop hating and stop obsessing. They're like the two ends of extreme, in my opinion. Stay balanced. That's just my whole take on this surfacing topic that blew up the internet and like divided the whole internet in half. Staying in the middle, being neutral sometimes is not a bad idea. It's really not. It's like about balance. You don't have to be obsessed with anything, neither do you have to hate it. You enjoy it. You appreciate it. That's the end of my take. I almost wrote a Substack article and I had to revise it like so many times, because you see, it's not that we don't enjoy our relationships. It's just very to each their own, but I believe that relationships and connections are a very private matter. To me personally, love, connection, these are very sacred, and I don't like to make it like a brand, for example, it's like, of course we like to show off a beautiful man. There's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, that is not my whole identity. And I think there was something that people misunderstood when they read Shante Joseph's article, is that very part. She never said that I don't like men, or she never say that having a boyfriend is a problem or anything like that. She simply meant, and what she wrote in her article is that it's not something you obsessively put out there, making it your whole brand. And also there's another take that I took. It's very easy, I mean, it's been happening for generations, when a woman's value and worth are based on the man and the relationship they have in their life, even though it's a very primitive thing where you have to be like raising a family and stuff. So a woman's worth a lot of times became very dependent on her relationship and how she builds a family. And we are shifting from that narrative. We are trying to promote that women, of course we enjoy a man, of course we like a great quality time with a man, but that is not the only thing we enjoy. We also are bread makers. We also are making money, building business, building legacy. And I think it's kind of like part of a feminism or feminist movement, if you want to say, that whole narrative, the whole shift, generational shift from how women were perceived back in those days to now. And this was my take from the British Vogue article. Really, it's not to hate anybody who are in a relationship. It's not to hate anyone or any gender, really. It's, of course, we definitely would touch down some bad experiences, traumatizing experiences. You cannot deny that some people really hurt women, and we cannot deny that, okay? At the end of the day, everyone's peace is important. Everyone's good mental health and good life experiences are important, and giving women a value and worth, not depending on that primitive mindset, but in a more improved, modern way, as we're moving, as we're just healing from our generational curses, was why this article was so important to a lot of women, even though some women didn't understand it, I feel like, and took it as a rage bait. But nobody's trying to hate on anybody. At the end of the day, love is beautiful, and relationships are beautiful when they're built on pure bonds, but show yourself off first and prioritize yourself first. And obviously, trust me, even though I would say that, yeah, it's not a flex and a skill set to be in a relationship. It kind of brings me back to that girl, what was her name, Gypsy Rose's little sound that went viral on TikTok, like, hey, at least I have a Chad. What do you have? Like, that statement, that sound, if you know that sound, you know what I'm talking about. It is not a skill set. It is not a skill set. It's a beautiful experience. It has no, you don't compare yourself with another woman or another man that you're in a relationship and they're not. Which is another part of this article that I thought was really important, is that how we attack a single woman to choose to be single. Everybody makes their own choices based on their own experiences, who they want to be. So it's just, at the end of the day, there's no hate. Let's love each other.